Give it a little bit.
Okay.
There we go.
So I don't hear anything. Robbie, can you hear me okay? You can hear me? Okay.
Yeah, I'm seeing and hearing it here.
Okay. So I don't need to hear me, so. Good evening and welcome to Williamsburg Raider Basketball on the Williamsburg YouTube channel. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, thank you for taking some time for Williamsburg Raider Basketball. Joining me on the broadcast tonight is Robbie Allison and my triplets, Tasha, Trevor, and Tyler, doing stats and working the video board. Tonight the Raiders are hosting the Mid-Prairie Golden Hawks of the River Valley Conference in the second round of the state playoffs. The Raiders advanced to the second round by defeating the Fairfield Trojans 55-15, and Mid-Prairie defeated Central Lee 77-41. In the bottom half of the bracket for Class 3A Region 4, Prairie City Monroe defeated South Tama 56-28, and Albia defeated Davis County 67-27. The winner of this game will play the winner of PCM versus Albia on Saturday night at 7 o'clock. The Golden Hawks were 15-5 in the regular season, 9-3 in the River Valley Conference play. Mid-Prairie finished second in the River Valley South Conference behind the Regina Regals, who went a perfect 12-0 in conference play, followed by Mid-Prairie at 9-3 in second place. The Tipton Tigers at 8-4 were third. In fourth place, the Durant Wildcats at 6-6. The West Liberty Comets were 4-8 in fifth place. The Wilton Beavers were in sixth place at 3-9, and the West Branch Bears were in last place at 0-12. The three losses for Mid-Prairie in conference play came against Wilton, 67-62, and the Regina Regals twice, 59-49 in Wellman and a 53-45 at Regina. Along with the Golden Hawks' loss to the Raiders, the only other loss for Mid-Prairie on the season was to the Solon Spartans, 79-58. The Raiders are 10-5 all-time against Mid-Prairie, defeating the Golden Hawks earlier this year here at the RAC, 64-49, with the Raiders winning 5 of the last 6 meetings. In that first meeting here at the RAC on Monday, January 13th, the game was tied at 12 at the end of the first quarter. The Raiders outscored Mid-Prairie 20-9 in the second quarter to lead by 11 at halftime, 32-21. The Golden Hawks won the third quarter, outscoring the Raiders 17-16 for a 10-point 48-38 Raider lead at the end of 3. The Raiders outscored the Golden Hawks 16-11 in the fourth quarter for the 64-49 15-point Raider victory. The Raiders had an above-average offensive performance, shooting a 44% from the field and a 38% from a three-point range, with 39% of their shots coming from behind the three-point arc, for an effective field goal percentage of 52%, the sixth highest on the season, assisting on 71% of their made field goals with 17 assists, the fourth highest total of the season, scoring a 64 points for an offensive efficiency of 104.3 points scored per 100 possessions, their seventh highest of the season, 8.7 above their season average, and a 37.5 above what Mid-Prairie has allowed their opponents. The Raiders posted an efficiency rating of a 72, 8.9 above their season average, and 35.1 above what the Golden Hawks have allowed their opponents on the season. For the Raiders, the Farm Bureau Star Player of the Game. If you're looking for a star to help you navigate through the difficulties of life, give Farm Bureau agent Jared Klosterber a call to learn how he can make it easy to protect the things that are most important to you. Your home, family, farm, and future was junior Zoe Allen with 13 points, 5 for 9 from the field, 3 for 5 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds, 2 of those coming off the offensive glass, 4 assists, a steal, a block, and a turnover. Zoe Allen leads the Raiders in Farm Bureau Star Players of the Game with 9. The Ullman's Furniture Bench Player of the Game. Whether you're furnishing a large home or an efficiency condo, you're sure to find something that fits your needs at Ullman's Furniture, was freshman Kylie Seward with 7 points, 3 of 6 shooting, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds, 3 of those off the offensive glass, 1 assist, 3 steals, and a block. Channing Becker leads the Raiders in Ullman's Furniture Bench Players of the Game with 11. Sophomore Ava Hooker and junior Kennedy Skaggs also had good games for the Raiders. Ava Hooker scored 9 points on 4 of 5 shooting, 1 for 1 from the three-point line, 2 rebounds, both those off the offensive glass, 3 assists and 2 steals. Kenny Skaggs scored 10 points on 4 of 8 shooting, making 2 threes, 3 rebounds, an assist, and a steal. Mid-Prairie also had an above-average shooting game, shooting 43% from the field, above their season average of 40.2, and 55% from the three-point line, 6 for 11, taking 30% of their shots from behind the three-point arc for an effective field goal percentage of 51.4%, assisting on 69% of their made field goals with 11 assists, scoring 49 points for an offensive efficiency of 79.9 points scored per 100 possessions, 11.7 below their season average, but 14.6 above what the Raiders have allowed their opponents. The Golden Hawks posted an efficiency rating of 49, 28.4 below their season average, but 19.2 above what the Raiders have allowed their opponents this year. The problem for Mid-Prairie was 22 turnovers, turning the ball over on 36% of their possessions, with 14 of those turnovers being steals by the Raiders. So even though Mid-Prairie had an above-average shooting game, due to the turnovers, the Golden Hawks were only able to get off a season-low 37 shots for an overall below-average offensive performance for Mid-Prairie. The Bell & Plumbing player who did it all for the Golden Hawks, repairs and new installs. Bell & Plumbing Heating Construction does it all from start to finish. They have the experience it takes to get the job done right here in your backyard. And the KC sub of the game, Casey's, the pizza place that sells gas and subs too, was sophomore Morgan Bender with a team-high 11 points off the bench, 3 for 5 from the field, 3 for 4 from three-point range, a perfect 2 for 2 from the free throw line, along with 3 rebounds and an assist. In the Raiders' first round state playoff game on Saturday night against the Fairfield Trojans of the Southeast Conference, the Raiders would lead wire to wire, jumping out to a 21-1 lead at the end of the first quarter and led 40-1 at halftime. The Raiders extended their lead in the third quarter, outscoring the Trojans 9-6 to lead a 49-7 at the end of 3. Fairfield won the fourth quarter 8-6 for the 55-15 final here at the Rack on Saturday night. The Raiders shot 44% from the field, 38% from three-point range, with 47% of their shots coming from behind the three-point arc for an effective field goal percentage of 53%, assisting on 65% of their made field goals with 13 assists, scoring 55 points for an offensive efficiency of 110.4, 14.3 above their season average, and 15.2 above what Fairfield has allowed their opponents. The Raiders post an efficiency rating of 62, 1.2 below their season average, and 4.1 below what the Trojans have allowed their opponents on the season. The Farm Bureau star player of the game was a sophomore Ava Hooker with 11 points on 4 of 6 shooting, a 3 for 4 from three-point range, 4 rebounds, 2 of them on the offensive glass, and 1 assist. The Ullman's Furniture bench player of the game was sophomore Taylor Sanchez with 5 points, making 1 field goal and a perfect 3 for 3 from the free throw line, along with 3 rebounds, 2 off the offensive glass, and 3 assists. Fairfield shot 24% from the field and 13% from three-point range, with 32% of their shots coming from behind the three-point arc for an effective field goal percentage of 29%, scoring 15 points for an offensive efficiency of 30.1 points per 100 possessions, 0.5 below their season average and 8.6 below what the Raiders have allowed their opponents. The Trojans post an efficiency rating of 13, 26.8 below their season average, and 42.3 below what the Raiders have allowed their opponents on the season. The Bell & Plumbing player who did it all for Fairfield was senior Grace Lyon with 5 points, a rebound, and a steal. The KC sub of the game for the Trojans were juniors Lauren Martin and Elise Setterstrom. Lauren Martin scored 2 points and had a block, and Elise Setterstrom had 2 rebounds. Let's send it down to PA announcer Nathan King for the starting lineup, sponsored by the Sundown. If you're looking for starters, a main course, or good beverages, stop on down to the Sundown. No matter when you visit, you'll enjoy great food and great company. Visit the Sundown Bar and Grill today to see what all the hype is about.
Players, coaches, students, and fans of the Golden Hawks from Mid-Prairie. Athletic events will be the best environment one can find for all students and adults. Please do your part by exhibiting the qualities of good sportsmanship, cheering positive for your team, respecting the decisions of the game officials, and recognizing the efforts of your opponent. Let's meet your starting lineups. For the Golden Hawks, junior number 5, Caitlin Holland. And the Raiders, 8'5", senior number 1, Conley Rich. Hawks, a sophomore, number 23, Izzy Knight. And then is a 6'1" junior, number 10, Zoe Allen. Black Hawks, a sophomore, number 25, Brooklyn Schneider. Brooklyn Raiders, a 5'3" senior, number 11, McKenna Hughes. Black Hawks, a freshman, number 31, Tessa Bombay. And Black Raiders, a 5'10" sophomore, number 12, Ava Hooker. Black Hawks, a senior, number 51, Callie Huber. And Black Raiders, a 5'10" junior, number 24, Kenny Skaggs. Mid-Prairie is coached by Daniel Hirschberger, assisted by Michaela Williamsburg and Judy Shelton. The Raiders are coached by Stephanie Dacey, assisted by Brett Kozaczek and Aaron Davis. Athletic training services are provided by Compass Memorial Hospital and athletic trainer Brianna Freiberger. We would like to welcome game officials for tonight, Bob Squires, Nathan Carlson, and Andy Peterson. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise and gentlemen remove your hats when applying to the national anthem. Tonight's anthem will be sung by Williamsburg local group Sirens under the direction of Kiki Birdie.
Use the stick. Yeah. If you have it ready, you want to show? Let's take a look at the uniforms for the team tonight, sponsored by Elite Sports. If you want your team to look its best, Elite Sports is a custom screen printing and embroidery company that's working with over 150 high schools and colleges in Iowa. They focus on athletics, but print for any business or occasion. Screen printing, embroidery, awards, and trophies, and custom artwork. At Elite Sports, their team of skilled in-house artists are available to assist with all of your needs. So the Golden Hawks winning the opening tip in the road black uniforms. Mid-Prairie across the front in gold with white lettering. Gold numbers outlined in white and yellow striping down the sides of the black uniforms. Raiders in their home whites with the red Berg across the front outlined in black, red numbers. First shot dances on the rim but falls off for Mid-Prairie. Now the Raiders with their first possession. Great crowd here tonight at the RAC, the Raiders Athletic Center. So Mid-Prairie comes out in a 2-3 zone defense on this first possession here and get a steal. Open Bombi, her three is off. Bombi only averaging 1.4 threes a game and getting into the middle of that zone defense. Carly Rich with the first points of the game. And that's how Rich has been a 1,000-point scorer has been able to not only shoot the three, but get inside, getting fouled, getting to the free throw line, and she is now second all-time in scoring for the Raiders, behind Paige Greiner. Passing Mackenzie Westcott and Mackenzie Bigby towards the end of the season. So Raiders come out in their typical man-to-man defense, looking for the dump down pass. And kicked by the Raiders, so Mid-Prairie will trigger in baseline out of bounds. Bombi on the drive, off glass, no. Rebound, though, by Huber, and steps on the end line. That'll be a turnover on Huber. So as we take a quick look at our Capper Ford keys of the game, that Capper Ford key of the game for rebounding does go to Mid-Prairie there, as we saw Huber get that offensive rebound. Raiders, the sixth best offensive rebounding team in the WAMAC, grabbing 36% of their misses, collecting 10 offensive rebounds. Zoe Allen ranking 10th in the WAMAC in offensive rebounding, averaging over 2 offensive rebounds a game for the Raiders. Kylie Sewer averaging 2 a game coming off the bench. Ava Hooker, McKenna Hughes also averaging an offensive rebound a game. But Mid-Prairie would be the best offensive rebounding team in the WAMAC, collecting 43% of their misses, averaging what would be a WAMAC high 14 offensive rebounds a game. Independence is the best offensive rebounding team in the WAMAC, averaging almost 12. And the Raiders just played the Mustangs. Steal by Skaggs. She's running down floor and gets fouled. The lefty was going up on the right side. So our first foul of the game. So we've seen some turnovers early on. The turnover battle, Raiders, that hopefully goes the Raiders' way if they're going to pick up the win here in the second round of the state playoffs. Capper Ford key of the game for turnovers going to the Raiders. Third best team at taking care of the ball, turning the ball over on 21% of their possessions, averaging only just over 12 turnovers a game. We've already seen a couple here tonight. Only Mount Vernon is turning the ball over less than the Raiders, with the Mustangs averaging a WAMAC low 8.8 turnovers. Raiders come out in their full court 1-2-2 full court pressure here, trying to force some of those turnovers. Mid-Prairie would rank as the sixth best team at avoiding turnovers as we get back-to-back turnovers on the Golden Hawks. Nice job of creating some interference is Zoe Allen, allowing Carly Rich to get downhill on that left-hand side. She gets fouled and will go to the free throw line. The Raiders lead the WAMAC in forcing turnovers, forcing their opponents to turn the ball over on 35% of their possessions, forcing a WAMAC high almost 21 turnovers a game. 13.6 of those are steals, which is first in the WAMAC, and we've seen 2 already by Skaggs. Mid-Prairie rank as the fifth best team in the WAMAC at forcing turnovers, forcing their teams to turn the ball over on 31% of their possessions, forcing almost 21 turnovers a game, and just able to get it across and stolen away by Zoe Allen as Briley Gearhart has checked into the game. Raiders under 10. Bounce pass to Zoe Allen, hops into the lane, left-hand jumper, rims, no good. And Huber with the rebound, got both bigs inside there at the same time, and Huber and Gearhart. And there's that offensive rebounding that we were wondering if we would see from the Golden Hawks. Another offensive rebound. Gearhart was the Bellin Plumbing player of the game and the Casey sub of the game for the Golden Hawks in their first round state playoff game, as Gearhart takes advantage of those offensive rebounds. and gets the first points of the game. Carly Rich driving, no. Rebound taken away by Bombay. She'll bring it up the court all the way by herself. Moving a little bit too fast, but another offensive rebound by Huber this time. She puts it in. 5-4, Raiders lead down to 1. McKenna Hughes kicks it out to Zoe Allen. Mid-range jumper comes up short. Rebound taken away by Huber. Quickly down the floor, Georgia Evans. Layup comes up a little bit short. Rebound taken away by Ava Hooker. Kind of stretching out that 2-3 zone on this possession here. Almost playing kind of a box and one. You're staying with Carly Rich, it looks like. Three-pointer, McKenna Hughes off back iron. Offensive rebound. Opportunity for the Raiders. New shot clock, reset the offense. Raiders working the ball around. Skaggs able to attack the seams of that 2-3 zone. And Skaggs applying some pressure there on Gearhart, unable to advance the ball. So Coach Hertzberger calling a timeout there to try to avoid any kind of a 10-second violation on that possession. So far we've seen that Capriford key the game for rebounding going Mid-Prairie's way. Turnovers, both teams have had some turnovers. Hopefully that goes the Raiders' way here. The free throw line is also a Capriford key of the game that goes to Mid-Prairie as well, with the Raiders being the sixth best team at getting to the free throw line. Getting the charity stripe at a 24.4 rate, averaging almost 13 free throws a game, shooting 59%. Zoe Allen ranking 8th in the WAMAC in free throws attempted, averaging over 3 a game, and 6th in free throws made at 2.2, averaging almost 70% from the charity stripe. Carly Rich, Kylie Sewer also getting to the free throw line for more than 2 free throws a game. Hertzberger on the drive, another offensive rebound by Gearhart, and she'll go to the free throw line as the Raiders have gone to the bench for the first time, with the freshman Channing Becker and Kylie Sewer checking into the ball game. And Becker getting that foul. It's the first personal foul, first team foul on the Raiders. 2 fouls so far on Mid-Prairie. Mid-Prairie would rank as the 6th best team in the WAMAC at getting to the free throw line. Getting to the free throw line at a 24.7 rate, just ahead of the Raiders, averaging 14 free throws attempts a game. Senior Callie Huber would rank 5th in the WAMAC in free throws made and free throws attempted. Bradley Gearhart, who is just at the line, along with Brooklyn Schneider and Georgia Evans, also averaging more than 2 free throw attempts a game. Brooklyn Schneider leading Mid-Prairie in free throw percentage. They're shooting almost 85% from the charity stripe. There's a little man-to-man full court pressure on this possession. And going to the floor, that's an automatic travel violation there. So 5th turnover forced by the Raiders already. Raiders committed too early, have settled down since. Huber comes away with it. Schwarzenegger gets some help from Huber to break the Raider pressure. Hertzberger rolls off, rebound taken away by Skaggs. Mid-Prairie falls back in that 2-3 zone. Raiders working the ball around, down to 15 on the shot clock. Up to Skaggs, straight on 3, comes up just short. And Sewer's going to get called for the reach-in. That'll be her first. Second team foul on the Raiders, so now both teams with 2. Sophomore Morgan Bender checking in. Had a good game here at the rack in the first meeting between the teams. Harlan brings it across. Huber driving on Sewer. Picks up the dribble, looking for some help. Bender down to 5 now on the shot clock. On the drive, runner off back iron, no, by Harland. And here come the Raiders, under 10. Rich on the drive, forcing the issue, gets it up, gets fouled. She'll go back to the free throw line. Comes up short on the first. Brooklyn Schneider checks in, 4.4 left. So we got 4 3-point shooters there on the floor for Mid-Prairie right now, as Rich is good with the second. And just getting it inbounded and not getting a shot off is Mid-Prairie. So the Raiders lead a 6-4 at the end of the first quarter, have led all throughout so far. Taking the first lead, making the first basket of the game up 2-0, led 5-2. Mid-Prairie cut that down to 5-4. And with the free throw made there by Carly Rich, puts the Raiders up 6-4 at the end of the first quarter. So the Capper Ford key of the game for offense goes to the Raiders. The Raiders the third best offense in the WAMAC, averaging almost 57 points a game for an offensive efficiency of a 95.6 points scored per 100 possessions. Raiders led offensively, as we've seen so far in that first quarter, by Carly Rich, averaging almost 13 points a game. Rich joined the 1,000-point club along with Mackenzie Westcott, Mackenzie Bigby, and Paige Greiner this season. So past Mackenzie Westcott to move into third place against Vinton Shellsburg, and past Mackenzie Bigby for second place against Benton. Junior Zoe Allen also ranks 14th in the WAMAC in scoring, averaging over 11 points a game. Mid-Prairie would be the fourth best offense in the WAMAC, averaging over 60 points a game for an offensive efficiency of 91.6 points scored per 100 possessions. And senior Callie Huber leads the Golden Hawks in scoring, averaging 11.5 points per game, which would rank 14th in the WAMAC. Sophomore Brooklyn Schneider averaging 9.3. Senior Bradley Gearhart averaging 9.2 coming off the bench. Mid-Prairie falls back into that 2-3 zone. Taylor Sanchez in for the first time. Carly Rich with the long three comes up just short off front iron. Rebound taken away by Bombie and loses it out of bounds. So that's a turnover to the Raiders. See if the Raiders can take advantage with the extra possession here. Carly Rich triggering in baseline out of bounds. So we've seen the Raiders try to attack this 2-3 zone by attacking the gaps of the zone, shooting over top of the zone, and also flash somebody to that free throw line area. Zoe Allen is doing that right now. Posting up on Huber into the middle, kicks it out to Sanchez. Three straight on, off back iron by Hughes, rebound taken away. And looking for Kite and unable to keep control of it out of bounds. Turnover back to the Raiders. The seventh turnover on Mid-Prairie. Harlan kicks it back out to Schneider. Extender Schneider around that three-point line. That's what opens up that interior for Huber. Her lefty jump hook is no good. Rebound taken away. McKenna Hughes into the offensive end. Rich long three. That's good. That three-point arc is going to be a big difference as far as who's going to win this game, along with turnovers, and the Raiders get another turnover with that full court pressure. Loose ball kicked out to Rich, thought about the three. Zoe Allen now at the right elbow, kicks it back out to Rich. Her three is good again. The Raiders open up an 8-point lead, 12-4. Over the last 7 games, Carly Rich has shot over 51% from distance, 22 of 43. And has hit 2 big threes here to put the Raiders up by 8, 12-4. On the inbounds pass, off the hands of Kite, out of bounds. 9th turnover now by Mid-Prairie. Rich, Becker, Hughes, Sanchez, and Zoe Allen, the 5 on the floor for the Raiders. Zone. And stopping the fast break there with the foul is Carly Rich on the steal by Schneider. Schneider would rank 10th in the WAMAC in steals, averaging 2.4 per game. Georgia Evans, the freshman, leads Mid-Prairie in steals, averaging almost 3, and would rank 5th in the WAMAC. Now got both posts in there at the same time again, Gearhart and Huber. So Mid-Prairie looking to run some of that high-low action. As Huber is trying to bring that up to the free throw line to get some spacing, to get the ball down low to Gearhart. Off the hand, stolen away, Channing Becker down the floor. Ooh, I think there was a reach-in foul there, no call. Offensive rebound by Hughes, though. Hands it over to Sewer, and she gets fouled. She'll go to the free throw line. So Kylie Sewer leads the WAMAC in free throw rate, getting to the free throw line at a 64.2 rate with 52 free throws attempted compared to 51 field goals on the season. The hooker checking in for McKenna Hughes. Trying to match the size. Offensive rebound on the miss free throw, but that comes off, and a rebound taken away by Huber. Evans gets it to Huber, looking down low, but double teamed inside. Now Evans looking for the bounce pass to try to get it to Gearhart, and kicked. Mid-Prairie will trigger in baseline out of bounds. Caitlin Harlan triggering in for the Golden Hawks, gets it to Huber. Being guarded by Sewer. Huber will take the three, and that's off back iron, no good. That's only the 5th three-point attempt by Callie Huber all season. Was 2 for 4 coming into the game. Into the middle of that defense, Sewer, no, and Huber comes away with the rebound. Nice job by Sewer flashing in front of that back line of the defense. And the reach by Sewer trying to go through Huber. That'll be the second foul on Sewer. And quickly off the bench is Kennedy Skaggs, and she'll check in for the freshman. She'll go to the bench with those 2 fouls. Probably will be sitting for the remainder of the half. 3:47 to go. Trying to save was Hooker, but out of bounds. You don't want to save it underneath your own basket. A lot of times that ends up in the hands of the opponent in an easy basket. So kind of a wise choice there by Hooker just to let that go out of bounds. Now Mid-Prairie has to go up against the set Raider defense here. Bender, long three-pointer. That comes up short. Rebound taken away by Skaggs. Hands it to Becker. Tosses it over to Rich on the right-hand side. Rich, 1 dribble. 3, no. Rebound by Ava Hooker. Puts it back up and in. Raiders lead by 10 for the first time. 8-0 run here. 9-0 if you go back to the free throw by Rich to close out the first quarter. Take that 1-point lead, 5-4, now up to 10, 14-4. So seeing that offensive rebound, Coach Hertzberger not happy about that. Mid-Prairie so far with 6 offensive rebounds, and the Raiders matching that with 6 offensive rebounds as well. So that's a Capper Ford key to the game that we thought would go Mid-Prairie's way. The final Capper Ford key of the game on defense goes to the Raiders. Raiders the best defensive team in the WAMAC, allowing their opponents to score 39 points per game for a defensive efficiency of 65.3 points per 100 possessions allowed. Mid-Prairie ranked as the 3rd best defense in the WAMAC, allowing their opponents to score 44 points a game for a defensive efficiency of 66.8. So Capper Ford keys the game for offense and defense go to the Raiders. The free throw line and rebounding battles go to Mid-Prairie. And the turnover, Capper Ford key of the game, goes the Raiders' way. So 3 keys for the Raiders, 2 for the Golden Hawks. We'll see how that plays out here tonight. The Raiders with the 10-point lead, a 14-4. Schwartzengruber over to Bender, driving on Skaggs. Runner is good. 14-6. Raider lead down to 8, under 3 to play. And now Mid-Prairie extends their defense. Then they fall back into that 2-3 zone. So Ava Hooker flashing to that free throw line area. That opens up the middle of that zone. Ava Hooker for 3 on the kick out from Zoe Allen. And here comes Bender. Nice help defense from Ava Hooker. We're going to get a jump ball with Hooker and Gearhart. And alternate possession that will stay here. With Mid-Prairie. So that would count as another offensive rebound then for the Golden Hawks. Runner, no. Nice box out by Zoe Allen, keeping Callie Huber away from that offensive rebound. They're swinging the ball around, the left side to right side, make that zone defense move. You don't want it just to stay on one side. Skaggs had the open jumper, passes it up. Now Ava Hooker attacking the seams of that zone. Swing it back around. Carly Rich, Skaggs thought about the 3 from the left wing. Dribbles and gets it stolen away. Schneider, nice job by the Raiders getting back defensively and stolen away by Skaggs. Gets it over to Carly Rich. Minute and a half to go now. Looking for Ava Hooker, ends up in the hands of Zoe Allen. And Schneider comes away with the rebound and reach in by Skaggs. That'll be the 3rd team foul on the Raiders. Her first personal foul. Taylor Sanchez comes in for McKenna Hughes. And Kate Harlan checks in, along with Miley Hirschberger, Morgan Bender, Callie Huber, and Georgia Evans, the 5 on the floor for Mid-Prairie. Harlan gets some help from Bender. Looking back up top, and that's going to be a backcourt violation. Turnover on Bender. So 12th turnover forced in the first half by the Raiders. The benefit for Mid-Prairie, that's a dead ball turnover, so they can set up that 2-3 zone, which leads to a turnover by the Raiders as Tessa Bombi checks back in for Morgan Bender. The Raiders going to come with their 1-2-2 full court pressure. Ava Hooker at the point of the pressure. And losing it out of bounds. Turnover on Mid-Prairie. Georgia Evans losing the handle. 13th turnover by Mid-Prairie. Mid-Prairie had 22 turnovers in the first meeting. Skaggs will hoist the three. No. Ava Hooker trying to save it. And does. Carly Rich. Sanchez, Hooker. And nice block by Hirschberger. And going to get a foul on Zoe Allen. That's the 4th team foul on the Raiders. Only one on Mid-Prairie. So final 36.6. Mid-Prairie will be in the bonus and get to the free throw line here. Raiders with that 1-2-2 full court pressure. Able to break that pressure, looking down low. Nice job by Taylor Sanchez dropping down and taking away that pass. Thought had an open Golden Hawk down there. Hirschberger on that left block. Excellent job by Sanchez taking that away. And now Coach Dacey will call a timeout to draw up a play here. 27.2. Raiders have the remainder of the half. We'll see if they hold it for that final possession, or if they take their first available shot. So Raiders have led all throughout, scoring the first points of the game, led 2-0. Mid-Prairie cut that down to a 1-point lead, 5-4, unable to get any closer than that. Raiders then win on a 9-0 run to lead by 10, 14-4. Mid-Prairie scoring the last points to cut that down to 8, 14-6 is where we sit at here with just one possession left here before halftime. So very different than the first meeting between the two. They had 64-49 was our final score. Score was tied at 12 at the end of the first quarter. Raiders led 32-21 at halftime of the first meeting. Up 14-8. Falls into that 2-3 zone. Raiders are going to hold down to 14. Zoe Allen, left hand jump hook is good. Raiders back up by 10, 16-6. Stolen away by Zoe Allen. 3 seconds left. Skaggs unable to get the shot off. Made it, but it doesn't count. So Raiders lead by 10 with the basket by Zoe Allen to close out the half, 16-6. So we'll send it over for some words from our sponsors. I want to start the commercials to play all.
Bellin Construction, Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning has been a proud Raider supporter for over 30 years. Our family-owned and operated business also takes pride in serving the Williamsburg area and surrounding communities. Whether you need us for new construction, remodels, plumbing service calls, or HVAC replacements, we have the experience it takes to get the job done right. From our crew at Belland Inc., go Raiders!
From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together.
Unbelievable amount of devastation. I've never seen anything like it.
We had a beautiful barn that was gone in 20 minutes.
Farm Bureau stepped up right away and said, hey, we got you and we'll be there for you.
We were taken care of. Now we could get on to repairing and rebuilding.
I tell everybody about Farm Bureau.
We're fortunate to say we have good coverage with good people doing it.
Contact Shannon Slockett and Wendy Yelland in Williamsburg today.
Running a single downforce setting across an entire field causes yield loss because the setting is rarely correct. Delta Force is an automated row-by-row downforce control system that measures and adjusts downforce every time there is variability in your field, so your crops will thrive for optimal yields. Contact your local Precision Planting dealer today.
Your grandmother's fine china, those trendy sneakers, your collection of hand-carved duck decoys. Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Ask the Lillis Insurance Agency in Williamsburg if auto owners make sense for you.
Oh, now you do your job.
Ullman's Fine Home Furnishings has been turning ideas into beautiful homes for over 86 years.
Quality, style, and a fun shopping experience are what Ullman's is known for.
Come visit Ullman's in Williamsburg and see their vast selection.
And remember, there's always free delivery. Stop at Ullman's Fine Home Furnishings in Williamsburg today and stay as long as you like.
Do you know my mom's a realtor? I love the Valentine. Let's talk about moving. I can't wait until it's closing day. Are you thinking of buying and selling? My mom can be your real estate agent. It's closing day! I'm gonna work for the Valentine Sunday. I love Williamsburg. Go Raiders! Williamsburg is my home.
Well, we had our first baby.
It is beautiful or handsome.
Oh, it's a boy.
We're interested in life insurance.
And we bought a bigger car.
Yeah. Bigger car. Here is your plan. Goodbye.
When protecting your future, count on a human. Only a Farm Bureau Financial Services agent will sit down with you for a super check and together create a plan that works for you. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Shannon Slockett and Wendy Yelland in Williamsburg today.
Williamsburg Dental Health Clinic is a proud sponsor of Williamsburg Schools and Raider Athletics, serving Williamsburg, Iowa County, and surrounding communities since 2005. Our office employs all kinds of smile experts. Our skilled doctors, Megan Greer and Erica Takanami, take pride in providing the best quality of dentistry for
for our patient family and stand behind the care they provide. Our fun team of assistants are here to talk you through procedures and answer any questions to put you at ease. Our team of caring hygienists aim to keep you comfortable as they build a relationship of trust with every patient that steps into our office. Call our front office to get scheduled as a new patient or resume your care. Williamsburg Dental Health Clinic. Comfortable, friendly care for your smile. Because when you smile, we smile. Located at 827 South Highland Street. Call us today at 319-668-9808 to experience the difference.
Unbelievable amount of devastation. I've never seen anything like it.
We had a beautiful barn that was gone in 20 minutes.
Farm Bureau stepped up right away and said, hey, we got you and we'll be there for you.
We were taken care of. Now we could get on to repairing and rebuilding.
I tell everybody about Farm Bureau.
We're fortunate to say we have good coverage with good people doing it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Jared Klosterbauer and sales associate Amanda Hohenschel in Williamsburg today.
Come take my hand and see the world around you. The time is right, just let the light surround you. And step by step you feel it coming alive. The feeling deep down inside and you've got nothing to hide. To reach the top you've gotta keep on moving. Don't let it stop, just gotta keep on moving. I know you're doing your best, you're stepping up from the rest. Just keep on passing the test and then you gotta climb high.
Pain, hands, feet, it comes and goes. Neuropathy pain strikes and another drug or surgery just won't do. At least talk to Agape Chiropractic Laser Clinic for a consultation. It won't cost a dime. Agape has the only FDA-approved Class 4 therapeutic laser that just might be your answer. No drugs, no surgeries. Worth a call? Agape Chiropractic Laser Clinic. Call for a free consultation and start feeling better without drugs or surgery.
Every home has a story, and for us, it's about the excitement on a young couple's face when they get the keys to their first home, or the happiness of watching a growing family purchase a home with a bigger backyard for their kids to roam. It's about the attention to detail of a new build and long-time dream finally taking off. And it's about the satisfaction of making the home buying process simple and smooth for a family looking to get back to their roots in the country. Apply in person or through the FTSB Mortgage Express app and let us help start your story. Come see us.
State coordinates of new land acquisition.
Oh, well, you know that big oak tree that got struck by lightning?
Negative.
The barn with the funny cow mural?
Negative.
One-eyed scarecrow?
Negative.
Giant water tower? You're not from here, are you?
I've never seen him.
Robots don't know you. We do.
Hey, how's your dad doing?
For over 80 years, we've built relationships first and plans second. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Jared Klosterbauer and sales associate Amanda Hohenschel in Williamsburg today.
Let's take a quick look at our halftime stats. Impressive defensive performance by the Raiders in that first half, holding a Mid-Prairie to 17% from the field, 3 of 18, 0 for 3 from three-point range, and 0 for 2 from the free throw line, scoring only 6 points in that first half. Raiders also struggled shooting 21% from the field, 5 for 24, but they made 2 threes for an effective field goal percentage of 25%. Also got to the free throw line, 4 for 8 from the charity stripe. So both teams well below their offensive efficiencies. So far, 6 offensive rebounds by Mid-Prairie, collecting 35% of their misses. The Raiders with 7 offensive rebounds, grabbing 33% of their misses. So a nice job by the Raiders, at least keeping that even. So that's a Capper Ford key of the game we think is going to go Mid-Prairie's way. Raiders also flipping the script on the charity stripe. Raiders, as we thought, would win the turnover battle. Raiders struggled early, but only 7 turnovers in that first half, 6 of those coming in the first quarter. and forced 14 turnovers by Mid-Prairie in that first half, with the Golden Hawks turning the ball over on 50% of their possessions. So Raiders start the second half with the first possession, up 10, 16-6. And Mid-Prairie falls back into that 2-3 zone. Zoe Allen hops through the lane, just rims off, no good. Rebound taken away by Huber. Huber already with 10 total rebounds, 7 off the defensive boards. Nice back cut, unable to maintain control. Loose ball, thought Huber had it, poked away, ends up in Hughes' hands. Nice job by Mid-Prairie getting back defensively and setting up that 2-3 zone. Rich thought she was going to have a fast break opportunity there. Defense collapses on Zoe Allen, kicks it back out to Carly Rich, saving it to Skaggs. As we said, don't save it underneath your own basket. Offensive rebound put back by Zoe Allen. So you don't want to save that underneath your own basket like that, because that can lead to those easy putbacks for your opponent. That's what we saw right there. So if you're unable to keep your feet in bounds, just go out of bounds with it. That way you're going up against the set defense rather than Zoe Allen able just to lay that in easily. Almost stolen away there by Rich on the drive by Schneider. Rebound ripped away by Zoe Allen. Huber thought she had an offensive board there, but taken away by Allen on the drive. Hooker gets it to Allen. Unable to get the lefty runner to fall. Rebound taken away by Huber. Schneider thought about the three, taken away by Hooker. And going to get a reach-in foul on Bombay. Grabbed her left knee there. Left knee kind of buckled as she was coming to a stop. Her first personal foul, first team foul on Mid-Prairie here in the second half. So nobody in foul trouble for Mid-Prairie. The only Raider with 2 fouls is freshman Kylie Sewer. Raiders making that 2-3 zone move. So good ball movement, good player movement, flashing into the middle. Skip pass, Skaggs. Shot clock down to 10. Rich for 3. Rims off, no. Rebound ends up in the hands of Harland. Harlan gets bumped by Ava Hooker. And that's her first personal foul as Channing Becker checks in for McKenna Hughes. Harlan triggering in, looking for some help. Gets it from Huber. Huber in the left corners, throws it up top to Bender on the drive on Hooker. Back to Bender on that right-hand block. Jump hook, no. Rebound ends up in the hands of Carly Rich. She'll walk it up the floor. Rich attacking the seam of that 2-3 zone. And it's going to go out of bounds to Mid-Prairie. So Gearhart and Schwarzenduber checking in for the Golden Hawks. And the Rays will extend their 1-2-2 full court pressure. Evans on the drive, no. Rebound taken away by Channing Becker. Swing it back around, Rich, right-hand wing, as Mid-Prairie falls back into that 2-3 zone. Nice ball fake, attacking the seam. And then traveling violation on Ava Hooker. Full court pressure applied, getting a trap there. Over top to Bender. Thought about the 3. Ava Hooker makes her think about that. Drive runner, no. Going to get a foul over the back on Gearhart. And that's her first personal foul, second team foul, as Kylie Sewer checks in for Zoe Allen. Sewer the only Raider with 2 fouls. And still nobody for Mid-Prairie with 2 fouls. Hooker and Rich, no problem breaking the full court pressure being applied there by Mid-Prairie. And Georgia Evans. Evans averaging almost 3 steals a game. Rich, nice ball fake, jump stop at the free throw line. Rim's no good, flying in for the rebound is Bender. Harland on the drive, Sewer got a hand on that. Gearhart saves it back to Bender. Bender gets it to go and the foul. And that's going to be on Sewer. That's her 3rd foul. Zoe Allen hops right back up, and she'll check back in for the freshman as Kylie Sewer picked up her 3rd. Morgan Bender to the free throw line. Only 3 for 5 from the charity stripe on the season. Misses that one. Rebound taken away by Zoe Allen. Raiders lead down to 10, 18-8. Ava Hooker, mid-range jumper, and is going to get the foul call on Bender. She'll go to the charity stripe for 2. First foul on Bender, 3rd team foul though on Mid-Prairie. Ava Hooker perfect on the first. Ava 50% on the season, 11 for 22. Second one rims out, no. Rebound, Zoe Allen unable to control it. Out of bounds to Mid-Prairie. 19-9, Raiders up by 11. Raiders a little 3-quarter court pressure, 1-2-2. Bender able to get it across, but then going to say off of Ava Hooker, out of bounds, going to stay with Mid-Prairie. Bender gets it inbounds. Hirschberger. Now Schwarzenegger being guarded by Channing Becker. Nice jump stop by Hirschberger. And then now loses her footing. No travel called. Loose ball, though, picked up by the Raiders. And looking for Skaggs on the fly. Intercepted by Bender. And then stolen away by Channing Becker. Channing Becker is able to put it up and in. Raiders' largest lead of the night, 13 points, 21-8. Schneider looking down low for Gearhart, and she's going to be bumped by Zoe Allen. And Zoe's kind of boxing her out, thinking that Schneider was going to put up the shot, but she passed it over to Gearhart. We're fouled on the floor, so Mid-Prairie will trigger in, the baseline out of bounds. And Callie Huber checks in for Gearhart. Bonby back to Huber at the left elbow. Kite. Down low, Huber able to get it to jump hook to go. Right hand jump hook. Lead back down to 11, 21-10. Minute and a half to go here in the 3rd quarter. Rich gets around that 2-3 zone. Ball tipped around, out of bounds, off of Mid-Prairie, out of bounds. Nice hustle by Principal Linnell O'Connor over there, retrieving the ball. Just like her softball days at UNI. And Carly Rich triggers it in to Channing Becker. Shot clock reset. Rich in the middle of that zone, kicks it out. Becker for three. No, off back iron. Rebound taken away by Huber, and we're going to get a reach-in foul on Taylor Sanchez. Back-to-back possessions there, Miss O'Connor. Nice job. McKenna Hughes checks in for Skaggs. 1 minute to go here in the third quarter. Bombay being guarded closely. Poked away by Sanchez. Here comes McKenna Hughes. Rich thought about the long three. Nice ball fake to get in the middle of that zone. Kicks it out. Sanchez for three is good. 24-10, Raiders' largest lead of 14. Almost stolen away by Zoe Allen. Huber straddling the midcourt stripe. Everything has to come across before it's a backcourt violation. Almost stolen away by Sanchez. 15 seconds left in the third quarter clock. Runner left, no. And going to get the over-the-back foul on Huber. That's the fifth team foul. So fourth team foul. They already had the team foul on there. So that's the fourth team foul on Mid-Prairie. Both teams with 4 team fouls. Second foul on Huber. So the first Golden Hawk with 2 fouls. And Mid-Prairie will apply full court pressure here again. 10.2 left in the quarter. Carly Rich gets it into Channing Becker. Able to break the pressure. Almost tipped away and stolen away by Evans. But that's enough to not allow the Raiders to get a shot off. So that's the end of the third quarter. So Raiders led by 10 at halftime. And outscored Mid-Prairie 10-4. Or 8-4, excuse me, 8-4 in that quarter. Lead now by 14, 24-10. So Mid-Prairie shoots 25% in the corner. 2 for 8, did not take a 3. Got to the free throw line for 1 free throw attempt that they missed. Only 1 offensive rebound. So Raiders doing a good job after that first quarter of keeping Mid-Prairie off of the offensive glass. Had 6 in the first quarter. Now it's the first offensive rebound in the third quarter there that they've had since. So good job by the Raiders there. Raiders shoot 3 for 11 in the quarter. Did not attempt a 3 and did not get to the free throw line. Oh, excuse me. 5 for 10, 1 for 2 from the charity stripe. 1 for 4 from three-point range. Raiders also got 1 offensive rebound. So Raiders up 14. Mid-Prairie will have the first possession here of the fourth quarter. McKenna Hughes, Carly Rich, Zoe Allen, Taylor Sanchez, Channing Becker. The 5 on the floor for the Raiders. Huber, Bombay on the drive and was looking for the dump down. I'm going to say it's off the Raiders, out of bounds to Mid-Prairie. Harlan, Gearhart, and Schneider, the 5 on the floor for Mid-Prairie. So again, Mid-Prairie going with the 2 posts in there at the same time. Gearhart and Huber. And getting an offensive foul called on Schneider, stuck in that right-hand corner. Trying to clear some space. Picking up her second personal foul, first team foul on Mid-Prairie. And Mid-Prairie now starting to extend their defense. Saw that in the third quarter here. So no problem for Rich, Sanchez, and Becker to break that full court pressure. Zoe Allen at the left elbow, right in the middle of that zone defense. Mid-range jumper off back iron, no. Rebound taken away by Gearhart, and she's fouled. First team foul on the Raiders. That's going to be on Sanchez. That's her second personal foul. And Kylie Sewer will come in, so the Raiders will match with their two post players of Kylie Sewer and Zoe Allen to try to match up with Gearhart and Huber. And tipped away, stolen away by Sewer on the point of that press. Raiders swinging around. Carly Rich, nice ball fake, relocate, three long, and out of bounds off of Sewer. So Raiders again, 1-2-2 full court pressure. Bombay hit Schneider on the flag. Right hand layup, runner is good. 24-12, Raiders up by 12. Mid-Prairie scoring the first point here of the fourth quarter. Rich on the drive. Sewer. Zoe Allen with the mid-range jumper just past that left elbow. Puts the Raiders back up by 14. That's been their largest lead so far tonight. Led by 14 to close out the third quarter as well. Looking down low, stolen away by McKenna Hughes. Looking for Gearhart down on that right block. Rich gets Zoe Allen in the middle of that zone, flashing to the middle, kicks it to the opposite side. Three-pointer is off, rebound by Sewer, kicks it out for the three, and it is good by Carly Rich. 29-12, Raiders up by 17. Best time to shoot that three. I'm going to say steal by Sewer, but then as she went to the floor, traveling violation on Sewer. So got the steal and then traveling violation as she went to the floor. It's always a good time to shoot that three on those offensive rebounds. The defense collapsing in, trying to get that defensive board and then kick it out to those open threes. Long three by Izzy Kite, no. Rebound saved by Sewer, tracked down by Becker, and here comes Carly Rich. Nice job checking the defense behind her so nobody comes up and pokes it away. Three by Ava Hooker off back iron, no. Long rebound, unable to control it was Bombay, out of bounds. Raiders will maintain possession with a new shot clock. Morgan Bender checking in for Bombay. So we'll see if Mid-Prairie starts to come out of that 2-3 zone a little bit and start to apply some pressure on the Raiders. And that'll allow the Raiders to get some back cuts and some drives through that zone to the basket. Sewer in the left-hand corner. Down to 15 on the shot clock. Back up top, Rich. Hit Zoe Allen in the middle. Right elbow. Back out to Becker. Swings through the defense. Zoe Allen, stop, pop, short. Didn't hit iron. I'm going to say shot clock violation. Sewer got the rebound with one left. Kicked it out to Becker. Her floater was good, but they say after the shot clock went off. Raiders 1-2-2 full court pressure. 2 seconds to get it over. Tipped away by Carly Rich. That should be a 10-second violation. And timeout by Hershberger. 30-second timeout to try to save the possession here, so that resets. So once that clock hits 25, I think the officials are going to huddle up and say, is that a 10-second violation? It's a 35-second shot clock at 25. They did not get it across. So they're going to give them 1 second. So 1 second, they had 1 second left to get it across. But now with that timeout, that resets that 10-second violation. So it's not a 10-second violation because of the timeout. So that resets your 10 seconds in the backcourt. Schneider being harassed by Skaggs, gave up her dribble. Stolen away by Becker. And she's being harassed by Georgia Evans, so gets some help from Carly Rich. Now here comes Mid-Prairie starting to extend that defense, man-to-man now for the Golden Hawks. First time we've seen this all night. And fouled is Olivia Hooker. That's only the second team foul. So we'll see if Mid-Prairie comes out and commits some fouls. Nobody in any foul trouble for the Golden Hawks. Callie Huber with 2 and now Bender with 2. Skaggs lines up the 3, comes up short, rebound by Zoe Allen, picks it back out as that shot clock resets. So Raiders able to run another 30 seconds off of the game clock. Becker was looking for Carly Rich, stolen away by Mid-Prairie, and then a reach-in foul on Rich. Raiders will come out full court pressure. Try to get a turnover, but also try to make Mid-Prairie take a little bit of time to bring the ball up the floor as well. Nice reading of the pass there, stepping in as trying to get it down to Gearhart down low, stolen away by Zoe Allen. So coming out of that zone again is Mid-Prairie, man-to-man defense, stepping through. Ava Hooker, no, rebound, saved. And here comes Harlan. Up to Bender. Harlan on the drive, and now Evans. Gets it to go, and a foul. She'll go to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play. Basket is good, and one. Evans shoots 68% from the charity stripe. Comes off the bench, averaging 2 free throws a game. Her free throw is perfect. Lead back down to 14. Raiders led by 14, 26-12. Now 14-29-15. As the Raiders will take a timeout. A full timeout by Coach Dacey to drop what she wants to do here in the final 3 minutes. So Mid-Prairie is going to start to extend that defense, as we've seen, trying to force turnovers. So we'll see if the Raiders stay strong with the ball, make sharp, crisp passes, also do some back cuts as Mid-Prairie trying to go for those steals and do some nice back cuts, try to get some layups. And the Raiders defensively just want to slow Mid-Prairie down, force them to use some clock, as we've seen, applying that pressure, just making Mid-Prairie use 5-6 seconds to get it across before they initiate their offense. So Raiders break the huddle with Channing Becker, Kennedy Skaggs, Zoe Allen, Carly Rich, and Ava Hooker, the 5 on the floor. Georgia Evans, Bombay, Harland, Schwartzendruber, and Hirschberger, the 5 on the floor. So again, Mid-Prairie trying to put that pressure defense. No bigs on the floor for the Golden Hawks. So both Huber and Gearhart are off the floor. Stepping in with the left hand is Carly Rich. 31-15, the Raiders lead by 16. Nice job by the Raiders using the clock, staying under control, and then attacking that pressure defense and getting the layup. And attacking the basket, getting fouled is Georgia Evans. She'll go back to the free throw line. The freshman just hit her first free throw. And that's the first free throw make for Mid-Prairie tonight. Ken Hughes checks in for Kennedy Skaggs. Raiders trying to get their best ball handlers on the floor to alleviate the pressure. That's being applied by Mid-Prairie. 31-16, Raiders up by 15. Under 2 minutes to go. Ava Hooker down low, Zoe Allen, drop step, left hand, good! Raiders matching their largest lead of 17. And stolen away by Carly Rich. See if she pulls it out and tries to run some clock, and does just that and gets fouled by Tessa Bombay. And we'll see if Mid-Prairie starts to foul here to try to preserve some time. That's only the third team foul. Maybe a little offense defense as Huber and Bender check in. Down to 20 on the shot clock. Nice bounce pass from Rich to Zoe Allen, and she gets the easy left-hand layup. Raiders' largest lead of 19, 35-16. Again, Raiders just applying a little bit of pressure to slow down Mid-Prairie. Bombay looking for that same bounce pass, but that's taken away by the Raiders. And Channing Becker will pull it out. Run some clock. Under a minute to go. Stolen away by Bender. And stolen back away by Channing Becker. Get across the midcourt stripe. Get across the midcourt stripe. There you go. 2 seconds to spare. So Mid-Prairie will just play this out here. Down to 10 on the shot clock, 16 on the game clock. McKenna Hughes loses her feet, turns it over to Huber. Down to 10. Huber cuts through the lane, lefty runner, no. And Ava Hooker will collect the rebound, and that's the ball game. Raiders win 35-16. For Mid-Prairie, the Bell and Plumbing player who did it all, Callie Huber. 4 points, 11 rebounds, and 3 steals. The bench player of the game was Briley Gearhart with 2 points and 5 rebounds, 3 of those coming off the offensive glass. For the Raiders, the Farm Bureau player of the game is Carly Rich with a team-high 16 points. Making 5 shots, 3 of those from three-point range, 3 for 4 from the free throw line. 2 rebounds, 2 assists, nice bounce pass there to Zoe Allen for that last bucket and 2 steals. And the Ullman's Furniture bench players of the game, Kylie Sewer and Taylor Sanchez. Taylor Sanchez hitting a 3-pointer on her only shot, along with a steal. And Kylie Sewer grabbing 4 boards and 2 steals. So congratulations to Coach Herxberger and the Mid-Prairie Golden Hawks on a great season, going 15-5 in the regular season, 9-3 in the River Valley Conference play, finishing second in the River Valley South Conference and defeating the Central Lee Hawks 77-41 to advance to the second round of the state playoffs. This Mid-Prairie team has only 2 seniors in their regular rotation, so look out for these Golden Hawks next season. The Raiders will advance to take on the winner of the Prairie City Monroe Mustangs and the Albia Lady D's on Saturday, February 22nd at 7 o'clock. A big thank you to Robbie Allison and my triplets, Tasha, Trevor, and Tyler for doing stats and running the video board, and the Veronica Heitman and Todd Yellen for all the technical assistance. Thank you for joining us on our Williamsburg YouTube channel for tonight's girls' second-round state playoff game between the Raiders and the Mid-Prairie Golden Hawks. Good night from the RAC, the Raiders Athletic Center.